Hey guys, and this video is just a disclaimer. It's not about a book. Unfortunately, I don't have a video on a book yet, but it will be coming soon, and I promise that. But I want to talk about today about something that I just found out while scrolling through Tumblr. It's one of the most trending topics on Tumblr at the moment, and so I, of course, am talking about the TV show Young Justice. I really, really love this show. I remember my brother coming up to me and telling me about the show, and I was kind of iffy about it because it's an animated show, and I'm not really one to watch animated shows like that. I don't even watch adult cartoon shows, so I was a little iffy about it when I first heard about it. But then I decided to give it a chance, and I watched it on Netflix. Of course, I watched the first season, and I just fell in love with it. And it's one of the best DC shows I've ever seen. Even including the CW shows, which they are really good on the CW, no doubt. But Young Justice has to be one of my favorites. And I love the character of Dick Grayson, Robin / Nightwing. I think they just did really good with kind of making the characters what they are, in the comics. And it dealt with a lot of really good topics, and it wasn't just for kids. Teenagers enjoy it, adults enjoy it. It's such a great show. And so when the second season came out on Netflix, I was ecstatic, and I watched it again because I had watched the second season already on another website. I just love this show. I was so sad to hear that it had been canceled. After watching the second season, my brother told me that it had been canceled, and oh my gosh, I was devastated because I really liked the show, and I don't like when shows that are really good like that get canceled, especially for a reason they weren't selling toys and stuff like that. That shouldn't be any of importance when it comes to making a great TV show, because just because not a lot of merchandise is being bought or toys are being bought, it doesn't mean it's not a good show or that no one's watching the show. It had good ratings and a lot of people praised for it. And so basically people have been, ever since it's been off the air, they've been fighting to get it renewed for a third season, possibly on Netflix, because Netflix is really good at making these types of shows, ergo the Marvel TV shows they've made, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and why did I suddenly forget the other one? I don't remember. I'm so excited, I can't remember. But it's just, it's going back. They just released a statement yesterday, I guess, on the 7th, that they're gonna make the third season is in progress. They're making a new season of Young Justice, and I didn't hear about it until this morning when I opened Tumblr and I looked at the trending, and Young Justice was trending. So I clicked on it and was okay, let's see what the fuss is about this time. Because before it was all just about, binge watching Young Justice on Netflix to get the ratings so high that they would consider doing a third season. And so I clicked on it, and there it was, staring at me in the face. Young Justice Season 3 in progress, and I wanted to scream in excitement, but I was in my classroom waiting for the instructor to come, so I couldn't. But I was that feeling when you're fangirling or fanboying, and there's just this big ball of excitement inside of your chest that you just wish that you can find a way to express it. That was exactly what it was. That's exactly how I felt when I had read all about it. And if you look at my if you looked at my Tumblr, you'd see that I reblog a lot of stuff, and of course the stuff that I reblog goes on my Twitter page, so you'll see it on my Twitter page. It's just really, I'm so excited. Like, they say it's probably going to come in 2017, and I'm just like, I can't wait that long. I'm so excited for this third season to see what they would bring, if they're going to introduce more characters, if they're going to talk about Jason Todd, who, spoiler alert, if they're going to talk about his death, if they're going to bring him back, which that part is not a spoiler, because if you know Jason Todd from the comic books, you would know that he did not actually die in the comic books. I want to see if they bring Wally back, because I miss Wally and I miss him and Artemis. Oh my gosh, they left it on such a cliffhanger, the second season, that, you know, I just couldn't help but was like, oh my gosh, we need a season 3. And like, I just love the character of Nightwing. Nightwing is like my favorite DC character of all time. Like, I know a lot of people don't put him in the hero category, like the superhero category. So I would say Nightwing is my favorite superhero from the DC comics. But since some people don't count him as a superhero, Batman's my favorite, but that's a whole other thing. But Nightwing, I love him. I love Dick Grayson. I love his character. I love him in the comic books. It's so great. Like, I don't know, having him in a TV show, because we haven't seen really any kind of like Robin or Nightwing character arc kind of thing in any of the DC movies, none in the TV shows either. So having that kind of like show where it really like shows your favorite DC character, it's just amazing. You know, and like I said, I wonder if they're going to show like more characters from the DC comics, because I've heard about Cassandra Cain coming in as Batgirl. I've heard, you know, Jason Todd coming back as Red Hood. I've heard, what was another one? Bart Allen being more part of the team. Seeing Aqualad. I love Aqualad in Young Justice. Calderon is amazing. He's great. I love him. Oh my gosh, it's just like, I can't even describe how excited I am for the next season of Young Justice. And I just needed to make this video because I just needed to fangirl. And you guys probably won't even like care that I'm fangirling. You probably, like, if you stayed this long on this video just hearing me talk about how much I love Young Justice, you're such a trooper, because I could go like this for days, but I'm not going to go on for days because, you know, I have a time, there's like a time limit thing here for me because it's voting day and I need to go vote. I have a lot of other stuff I need to do, but ergo, I love Young Justice. And if you guys have never heard of Young Justice, you guys need to check it out. If you have Netflix, it's on Netflix. Both seasons, first and second season, are both on Netflix. It's really great. I don't know if they're on Hulu. You can try and find them. You can totally find them online. That's what I did for the second season, because it wasn't on Netflix yet when I finished the first season. So just check it out. And there's comic books to it. I haven't read the comic books. I'd love to. Just check it out, like, see if you like it. If you are a big superhero fan like me, you love the DC comics, you love the Marvel comics, you love any kind of like comic book superhero characters, definitely check out Young Justice. And that's it for this video. I promise I will have a video soon about a book coming up, but I just wanted to make this video because I'm so excited and I need to fangirl, and I'm done fangirling right now. I love you guys. See you later. God bless the